I must say hello to everyone, and as a reminder, please press the subscribe button to show your appreciation to my channel. Thank you.
Let us go to Matthew 5, shall we? And now the Muhammadan, they will regret. They will say to the Abdul, brother, why you are choosing Matthew 5, brother? Why you choose? What are you doing? Are you an idiot or what? So Abdul, he decided to support his false prophet, and he chose him for us verses of his choice, claiming that those they match with Islam. I like that. Let us see what Matthew 5 says. Remember, Abdul, that was your choice. It's not us who is choosing it. It was you. Potato.
Matthew 5. And seeing the multitudes, he went up into a mountain, and when he was set, his disciples came unto him, and he opened his mouth, and taught them, saying, Blessed are the poor in spirit, theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy.
Was Muhammad a merciful man? Was Muhammad a merciful man? Any Muslim can tell us. Let us see some of the mercy of the faithful Muhammad. Some people ride the milk. By the way, those people, they are not criminals. Those are people who converted to Islam. Muhammad, he told them, let your camels join our camels. So he took their camels. They don't want to believe in Islam no more. So they decided to go and take their camels. The Abdul, who worked for Muhammad, the terrorist, he refused to give them their camels. So they killed him and took their camels. What Muhammad he did? He cut their hands, he cut their feet, and he crucified them, and he gouged out their eyes. Do you see it? Do you see the merciful Muhammad? As you see, the story here is showing us different story. Those people, they came and they accepted Islam. And remember, the story is given to us by the Muslims. Muslims, they will never make the story look ugly when it's come to their prophet. They will try to make it look the best to show you how good the prophet is. What Muhammad did, let us say for the sake of argument, those people are really criminals. Why Muhammad is torturing? They killed the man, kill them. Look what Muhammad did. They were brought and he had their hands and feet cut off. Imagine, guys. Imagine the filthy Muhammad. He is watching the merciful Muhammad. Remember, this is the merciful Muhammad. He brought those men. He cut their hands and their feet, all their hands, all their feet, and he crucified them. And then he brought nails and he put it in fire. And he driven the nails into their eyes. Do you see it? This is the merciful Muhammad. So what Jesus said, blessed are the merciful. Is Muhammad blessed? You are right.
Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God.
Is Muhammad a peacemaker? Let us check it out. Muhammad, he claimed, as in chapter 9 verse 29 and many other verses, actually the whole chapter 9 says Bara'ah, which means I wash my hands from any agreement, I will kill you all. I've been commanded to kill all mankind, Muhammad said, until they say there's no God but Allah and no prophet but Muhammad, and they pay me the zakat, and they pray as I pray, and they eat as I eat, and then and only then they will save themselves and their blood and their property, which means their women, their houses, from my hand. That is the beast Muhammad. The only option for you to be saved from the filthy scumbag Muhammad, if you say the Shahada, if you pay the money to Muhammad, if you pray as he pray, if you do as he say, if you eat as he eat, and then and only then, your blood, your property, granted protection from the filthy Muhammad. Do you see it? This is Muhammad. And by the way, the translation have nothing to do with the Arabic ones. The Arabic says something different. The translation says something different. Is that how you make peace? The scumbag Muhammad, he said, you know, the Muslims, they claim that the Jews, they claim that they are the best of mankind, the chosen people of God. But the Quran says that Jews are chosen people of God. Muhammad here was copying the Jews, trying to be hypocrite of the Jews. The liars in every YouTube channel, they say the Jews are racist. They say they are chosen people of God. They think they have a blue blood. Every single verse in the Quran says, Israel, you are the best of mankind. Read it. O children of Israel, remember my favor which I bestowed upon you, and that I preferred you to al-alameen, which means all mankind and even genie. Do you see it? The Muslim, they add two brackets, says, for your time period. What the heck? The Quran says so? Where it says that? Do you see how they add things to fix it? So the Quran, you change the translator, you will find the translation doesn't say that. Anyway, you do not need the translation, by the way. You can do this if you have a software. You can install it as those blogs in your browser, and you can translate. You do not need those brackets. You will see none of that. It says, and I favor you over all the world. Do you see it? There's no for period of time. There's no potato, no to. What do you mean period of time? So this is what the Quran is saying. Then Muhammad, because he is full of hatred, he claimed that the best of mankind, because Islam is a KKK, white supremacist garbage cult. He said to them, you are the best of mankind. What the best of mankind will do? Read with me. Who is the white supremacist? The Jews or the Muslims? You are the best people ever raised for the benefit of mankind. This is Quran now, chapter 3, verse 110. The best for mankind are those who bring them with the chain around their necks until they embrace Islam. Do you see it? Do you understand those stupid liberals, what the Muslims they are dreaming to accomplish? Bring you with the chain around your neck like a dog and force you to convert to Islam. And by doing that, they are saving you from going to hell. Are we lying? Or we are showing you their website, their reference? So when this Abdul, he claimed that this is in match with Islam, and Jesus said, don't think that I have came to abolish the law. Well, is the law of Jesus is to have sex with the children and to take your son's wife and to cut the hands of people and to tie women, like the story of Qurfa. Muhammad, he tied her between two camels and he flipped her two pieces alive. Is that the law of Jesus? To be evil? Just because she opposed him, she don't want to believe in him? A very old woman? And they say to us that Muhammad was a mercy. This is a video. I don't know if this guy is an ex-Muslim or not. I don't know who's he. But he make a very good videos to expose Muhammad garbage. The benefit of drinking the blood urine of our holy prophet. This is what Jesus teaches, huh? You pagan Abdul. The blood urine of the prophet. The blood urine. So the blessing of Allah went all the way to the penis of Muhammad in his urine or to his butt. What a bunch of pagan man worshippers. And the funny is, they say to us, we worship a man, but they worship urine. To make the story short, Muhammad, he ripped this woman two pieces by tying her body into two camels, and he raped her daughter. This is what they did to the women. This is the filthy scumbag, merciful Muhammad. What he did, he brought this woman, he tied her up into two camels, and he did beat the camels to go in two different directions, and he ripped her apart. If you remember, there's a video made by ISIS. They tied up a man between two tanks and they ripped him to pieces, following the steps of the filthy Muhammad. And yet the Muslim, he says to us that there is things we share together. We share nothing with the devil, Muhammad. Blessed is the poor, Muhammad became so filthy rich. Blessed is the peaceful, Muhammad, he was a war criminal. Blessed is the one who loved, Muhammad, he hate everybody. Muhammad, you know, everything. I mean, the pure heart, Muhammad, his heart Muhammad, he went to the house of his son and he claimed that Allah, he lifted the curtain. He saw her naked and he said to her, Subhanallah, mu'allif al-qulub, my Allah made me, my heart, I have lust for you now. And then the wife, because she is a whore. This is the story of the Muslims. This is the version of the Muslims. Imagine. So we do not know really what happened. I believe strongly Muhammad already sleeping with this woman for a long time. He married his son to this woman so he can go to the house when the husband is not there. Did you ask yourself why Muhammad entering the house if the son is not there? And if he entered the house and the son is not there, that means he considers himself the father, because that gives him the right to enter the house. So did Muhammad the father consider himself a father, and he was decent, and he stopped himself from flirting with the women? Because even if Muhammad saw the women naked, totally naked, how that can make it legitimate for Muhammad to praise the women body, claiming that he have lust for her, and he said that loud so she can hear it? Let us say I committed sin in my heart. I saw a woman, I should not look at her, I should not consider her, I should not have lust for her. But how I can explain that I say loud with my voice, with a clear voice, I admire your beauty and I want you. In the top of that, Muhammad claimed that it is Allah who made this happen. And then Muhammad, the coward, he claimed that Allah told him, hey, Abdul, Zayd, your son, came to you. After Zayd, he heard the story from his whore wife. He came to Muhammad and he told Muhammad, you know, the wife told him, or he knew his wife is doing boom boom with his father. And by the way, Zayd is not his son from real. Muhammad, he cannot have kids. Muhammad cannot have kids. So this is adopted son. And here you see, Muslims, they say that Muhammad is trustworthy. Muhammad, he announced that Zayd is from me and I am from Zayd. That's it. I am his father. And then Muhammad, he go to the house of the wife of Zayd and he want to boom boom her. And he did. And then Zayd, when he heard his wife, obviously she is a whore. You see, the wife should be upset, should cook his father, kick him out of the house. Shame on you, what are you doing? You flirt with me, I am the wife of your son? You flirt with me and I am married? But the wife, obviously, she's a whore. Which one is better, to be the wife of this man or the one who is the king of the Arab? She chosen the king, not the adopted son. So Zayd right away, in the interpretation of the story, it says, Fatina Zayd. Fatina in Arabic mean, he got it. He what? He got it. He got what? Zayd, he got it that his father, his filthy father, is having sex with his filthy wife. And then right away he went to Muhammad and he said to him, I want to divorce her. And then Muhammad, as you see in the screen, because he is a full-time hypocrite, coward, liar, cheater, he just came from the house of the wife of the man, doing boom boom to her. He said to the man, after he said to him, hey father, I want to divorce her. Muhammad said, no, no, keep her, man. Keep her, keep her. What? And then Allah, which is Muhammad, he said to him, hey Muhammad, what are you doing? Why you told the man, keep your wife? Isn't Allah told you should take her, boom, boom, boom her? Huh? Why? Why you're doing that? Have you ever heard of a God encouraging a prophet to take his own son wife? And have you ever heard of a prophet? He just lied to his son. He just flirted with the wife. He told her he wanna boom, boom her. And then when the husband came, because now he figured out what's going on, he said to him, keep your wife, keep your wife. And then Allah, right away, he sent a message to Muhammad, say to him, why? And look, by the way, all of this is false. The translation is all false information. Free the slave, etc. Doesn't say that in the Quran. All of this is addition. Change the translator. Potato Muslims. Every Muslim is a potato until he proved the opposite. Oh, Prophet Lu, we have made lawful to you, lawful into you, the wives. Okay, what? Okay, this is the. So Allah, He made lawful for Muhammad all those people. Okay, all those women to if. Is that enough for Muhammad? No. He wanna have his own son wife. All the women he have in the bed, 25 wives, thousands of sex slaves, is not enough for Muhammad. And the Muhammadan, they want to say to us that we share, there's 100% verses in the Bible in total agreement with the Quran. This is what this Abdul, he said. So, going back to the Abdul, if you love me, you keep my commands. So Jesus' command is the way for salvation, not the command of your prophet. What, to give you an example of the command of Muhammad. Just to give you an example. A man shall not be questioned for why he did beat his wife. Do you see it? A man shall not be questioned why he is beating his wife. That is the command of Muhammad, the devil. Is that what Jesus said? Is that what Jesus mentioned? Do you see how filthy Muhammad is? Not to forget to mention all the crimes he did. Very, very stupid garbage cult. A prophet of God, the Muslim, they say Islam is a mercy. So the mercy is not to ask a man why he's beating his wife. So the man now he have, no one can ask him why you are beating your wife. So in Islamic country, if they want to practice Islamic law, The women, she called the police they would say, we cannot ask him, this is his right. Who is the women in Islam? You know what? If you beat an animal in America, you will go and serve for a long time in jail. If you beat a dog in America, you will go and serve long time in jail and people will look so down at you. Dog. Which means a dog in America have way better right than a woman in Islam. Your mother, she is not equal to a dog in Islam. That is the command of the devil. Any one of you would like to see and enjoy his mother being beaten by his father? I know some men, they will do that. But be honest, how much you like it, how you feel. If you don't like that to be done to your mother, why in the world you want to do that to your wife, who is going to be the mother of your children? So you will hate your dad? So you will be disgusted by your dad behavior? What kind of a dad he is beating his wife? If I beat my wife, is that going to make my life better and my wife better woman? Or she would hate me? And most likely she would cheat. She will find someone who is nice and kind. Anyone who play with her mind, she said, look what husband is doing to you. Is that what you want? Obviously, Islam does not consider women as a human being. And that is additional proof that Islam is satanic. In fact, Muhammad, he claimed that women are Satan. And the irony is that women are Satan, but the majority of the population of heaven is women. Isn't it Muhammad, he promised you 72 women for each Muslim? So how Allah and why Allah inviting 72 Satan for every Muslim to be in heaven? Do you see the stupidity of this guy? If women is a shaitan, then how the majority of the population of heaven is going to be women? 1 to 72 at least. 72 is the reward for the bad Muslim. Muhammad is a very evil man, a woman devil. Advance and retire in the form of a devil. Why Muhammad saying that? He was looking at the women. Who is the devil? The woman, she is not in the beach wearing bikini. She is not in the naked beach. She is wearing burqa. But look what happened here. All the claims of Islam about women wearing what they call decent clothes did not prevent Muslims from acting like animals. The woman, she is walking. She did not do anything wrong. She is not naked. She did not flirt. She's just walking by. Muhammad was sitting with his friends. The women walk by. As simple as that. And here you see that Muhammad is a filthy scumbag. He just said women are the devil. Then he go to his wife who is doing leather tanning and he do boom boom to her. He forced her into sex. In case you do not know what leather tanning is, she is boiling water, they mix it with color and etc. to tan the leather. A lot of work. Very, very, very difficult job. What Muhammad do? So he look at the women and he go to his women. Now I want to ask you, what Jesus said about looking at a woman, she is not yours. You are married. Remember, Muhammad, he had many wives. Muslim, do you know? Based in what Muhammad did, and the story is documented by you, Muhammadan, well, Muhammad is going to hell. And we know Muhammad never repented for what he have done. If we go to Matthew, you will see Jesus saying, but I say to you, to anyone, to you, all of us, anyone who even look at a woman with lust has already committed adultery. And this is what we do. Men, they look at women in lust. I cannot exclude myself, because men, they do that. They get tempted and they look at women with lust. But this is not the way of salvation. And remember, Muhammad is not me. Muhammad is the prophet of Islam, the best of mankind, according to Muslims. But we notice that all Muhammad life is about living the life of a lost man. In fact, he is advising his friends, his followers, you look at the women and you go to your wife. Which means you can look at the women with lust. He did not say don't do that. He gave them the command, you should do it. Look at the women. You like this woman? Look at her. And go boom, boom to your wife. That is Muhammad. So when the Abdul, he said that Jesus said, you keep my commands. Did Muhammad keep the commands of Jesus? Did Muhammad keep the command of God? Is he being a decent man? Especially he is not single. You see, if Muhammad was single, I would say, okay, you know what, single. I mean, this guy, he have a desire. The lust overcome him. He got weak. We always justify our sin. But this guy, even that option is not there, because he have women. He have many women. For how long Muhammad was staring at the women, but until he reached the point, he have to do it right now. He left his friends. Imagine his friends are sitting with him. He left his friends. He went inside the house. The friends are outside. He went inside. He forced his wife into sex. And he came back and he said to them, he wanted to explain. The women advance and retire in the shape of a devil. So one of you see a woman. You see, shouldn't you say to them, don't look at women? Instead, he accused the women that she is guilty, when the women, she did nothing. She just walked by. Do you see how filthy Muhammad is? Let us take a look at the decency of Islam, so we may understand why Islam is literally of the devil. I will type in the search the word rented. Look what we just found. In some work, special term is applied to women who participate in Mut'a. Mut'a, in Arabic, Mut'a means joy, but it's used to speak about sexual joy. Sexual joy. In other words, effing, physical. So in some work, it's a work, it's a labor. This is have nothing to do with relationship, like a man, he love a woman, you know, he lost on her, like, you know, they have fornicate, they step together. No, 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 no. This is business. This is just a pure business. That's why it says, in some work. You see the word work? Some work. Term is applied. We have terms. To women who participate in the Mut'a, in Arabic, mustajara. What the word mustajara mean? Rented women. What? Rented women? Mut'a is considered, read carefully, as kind of rental, because in general, man basic aim of this kind of marriage, they call it marriage, is the sexual enjoyment of the women. In return for his enjoyment, the women receive certain amount of money or property. And then the Muslim, they say to you, Islam is against fornication. Do you understand now why I say to you, don't let them fool you by the same words you use? So when a Muslim, he says fornication, he means something else. Fornication, Islam is doing it without a contract. Like now, renting a woman. You rent her. This is called Mut'a. It is lawful. This is not fornication. This is Muhammad and this is his religion. And the decent Muslim women who wear hijab, she is willing to open her legs 180 degrees as soon you sign the contract and you slide your credit card between her legs. We accept dollars. There's tons of videos in YouTube about the offices of Mut'a. There's offices, like a real estate office, you know. You go to the office, you tell them, I want to find a woman for Mut'a. They have a list, women, they sign. They call her. You have a customer, he is 40 years old. He is willing to pay you $60 an hour. When you will be available. Can you send me a picture of him? Oh, you want to see a picture? Really? Okay. Pete, the picture, send it to her. No, this guy is so scary. Find me something cute, man. You know what? Okay, he don't look good. I will take $100. Business is good. And then they say to you, we are against fornication. Somebody's saying thanks for the visual. Because I want to show people how evil what we are talking about. I say things as it is. I'm not here to sugarcoat Muhammad for you. I say it as it is. When the man, he paid this woman renting, he's renting what? He's renting her vagina. He's paying with his credit card where? In her vagina. What the purpose of this relationship? It's her vagina. He don't even know her. She don't even know him. It's just business, nothing personal. And then they say to you, we share things together. What we share. And then you will see a scumbag who he claimed to be a Christian priest, he's saying we worship the same God. Can you believe it? Can you believe that there's people who claim to be Christians, even they claim to be priests in a church, they say that we have the same God. Those so-called priests should not be allowed to teach any Christian, should be kicked out of any church. Do we agree? Do we agree? In fact, They are promoting a filthy satanic cult, which is not only satanic, but it is Antichrist. Anyone remember the verse in the Bible that says, who is the Antichrist? Who is Antichrist? Is the one who denied the Son and the Father. Is that correct? This is what Islam is about. So how a filthy so-called Christian minister, bishop or a priest, he come to us and he say, we believe and we worship the same God, when the Bible make it so clear that that is the liar, that is the Antichrist, and that is Muhammad. How those people, they have little, I mean, do you even have little dignity? But this is telling you the quality of the people who attend those churches. Nobody is willing to say, what are you talking about? The Bible is so clear. Who is the liar? The liar is he denied that Jesus is the Christ. He is the Antichrist. He denied the Father and the Son. And even some of them, those evil men and women, they bring a Muslim to the church to teach their kids how to pray to Allah. And they claim that they are doing that to make interfaith. That is not interfaith, this is intercourse with the devil. That is intercourse with the devil. Muhammadan would like to join us. Shall we continue the rest of the quote? You know, I mean, this is how stupid they are when they say to us, go and read. And they say this is in total agreement. Hold on. He said in Matthew 5:17, it says, likewise every good tree bear good fruits. He put between two brackets, mean Islam. Can you believe it? Islam is the good fruits. So the good fruit is to kiss a black stone, and to rape women, and to rent women, and to have sex with the children, and to beat your wife, and you can lie to your wife, to your husband, to your friend, to your enemy. That is the good fruits. Jesus, he mean Islam? Can you believe it? Muhammad, he said, Allah, he gave you a license to lie in three. Is that the good fruit Jesus spoke about? Or he said, Satan is the father of all lies? Potato. Mut'a boy. The religion of the devil. That is Islam. And the funny Muhammad, he said, lying will take you to hell. And then he says to them, you can lie in 3 cases. Look at those hadith. Oh boy. Let us see. Let me show you the hadith. I'm trying to find it. Muhammad, he claimed that you can fix problem between people by lying to them. And we know that this is absolutely the opposite of Jesus' teaching. It's not lawful to lie except in 3. Something the man tells his wife to pleasure her. To lie during the war, to lie in order to bring peace between the people. And by the way, translation is false. The word peace is not there. It says لِيُصْلِحْ بَيْنَ النَّاسِ. So to fix problems. So Muhammad, he adopted lying as a solution. A man, he cannot please his wife without lying to her. So how many times Muhammad used to lie every day to his wives? I will tell you something. A man who lies to his wife, obviously he is not a man. People lie when they are afraid. Do we agree? People lie because they are afraid. As an example, can a Muslim lie to his wife if he have another wife secretly? Yes, he can. Do you remember the video made by Lili Dawah and Mimi Hijab? You remember it? Right away, Muhammad Hijab, he says, yeah, you can lie to your wife, absolutely. You can do what? What a bunch of whores. This is the religion of God? You don't have a family? It's sex business. They brought a bunch of horny
Feminist
women.
sisters who love their sisters, who will die for their sisters, will take a bullet for their sisters, but will not share their husbands for their sisters.
You can lie to your spouse. You can lie to your spouse.
But can they lie in the context of, for example, if one says, I sense that you've got a second wife, can he say, no, I don't?
You can say that.
You can say that.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you know, your wife, she said to you, do you have a second wife? You say, no, yeah, I can lie. Yeah, you can. Listen carefully.
It's for their sisters.
You can lie to your spouse. You can lie to your spouse.
But can they lie in the context of, for example, if one says, I sense that you've got a second wife, can he say, no, I don't?
You can say that.
You can say that.
Yes, I personally believe this is the Prophet said you can do it.
White lies?
It doesn't have to be white. It can be a black lie.
A white lie? No, it doesn't have to be white. A black lie. What do you mean, brother? African lie? There's black lie, white lie. What about Asian lies? I mean, do you see the garbage? Do you see the devil? Look at their faces. This is what they are saying in public, so what they are not saying to us. Can you believe it?
Not share their husbands for their sisters.
You can lie to your spouse. You can lie to your spouse.
But can they lie in the context of, for example, if one says, I sense that you've got a second wife, can he say, no, I don't?
You can say that.
You can say that.
Yes, I personally believe this is the Prophet said you can do it.
White lies?
It doesn't have to be white. It can be a black lie. If someone does this, they get caught, for example, or something happens, or some negative.
Or she just asks him, where were you last night?
Yeah, but even that you can lie. The man can do it. It's up to the man. No woman can take that right away from the man.
Aside from Islam, I think my integrity, my dignity, my, who I am as a person, I would think it's so disrespectful for my husband to go and marry somebody else secretly. That to me is cheating,
Okay,
even if it is
fine.
Islamically correct.
This idea of aside Islam, we're Muslims. There is no aside Islam in this discussion, but I'm speaking to a Muslim.
Mhm.
So
We are cheaters. We are Muslims. What's wrong with you? What aside of Islam? We are Muslim. We can cheat. What are you talking about? A side of Islam? What's wrong with you? There's no side of Islam. We have a license to lie.
Idea of aside Islam. We're Muslims. There is no aside Islam in this discussion, but I'm speaking to a Muslim.
Mhm.
So there is no aside Islam here. The true religion, which I'm now expected as a Muslim man to follow, is not the religion of al-Islam, it's the religion of woman's feelings. I'm not going to do this. So I'm saying now we go back to the book and the sunnah.
What exactly is a secret marriage? It is not made public. It's not publicized.
So the point is this, let me be real, yeah? If you got a good husband, he comes and he says, I want a second wife, all hell breaks loose. And then we blame this man. Yeah, but why keeping it secret?
See the cowards? So now he knew that this is, and you know this. Look at this is filthy comeback religion. They claim that they are men. They grow beard. He don't even dare to say to his wife, "I want to have a second wife." All of you are a bunch of rats. You lie to a woman because you are scared of her. That is the truth. Islam is a religion of lies. And we know that this is nothing but satanic. A family is based on trust. A family is not based on lies. The second we base a family in lie, the family does not exist. There's no family. It's just a sex contract. And this woman, she said to them, this is cheating. Why you are wearing hijab? Why you are a Muslim? You know that this is what Muslims they do. Do you know what the Prophet he did? The Prophet of the Shaitan? What integrity? Since when you have integrity? If you have integrity, you will leave this cult immediately.
Away from the man.
Aside from al-Islam, I think my integrity, my dignity, my, who I am as a person, I would think it's so disrespectful for my husband to go and marry somebody else secretly. That to me is cheating, even if it is Islamically correct.
This idea of aside Islam, we're Muslims. There is no aside Islam in this discussion, but I'm speaking to a Muslim.
Mhm.
So there is no aside Islam here. The true religion, which I'm now expected as a Muslim man to follow, is not the religion of al-Islam, it's the religion of woman's feelings. I'm not going to do this. So I'm saying now we go back to the book and the sunnah.
What exactly is a secret marriage? It is not made public. It's not publicized.
So the point is this, let me be real, yeah? If you got a good husband, he comes and he says, I want a second wife, all hell breaks loose. And then we blame this man. Yeah, but why keeping it secret? What else should he do?
And so they perform the marriage in somebody's house and there are two witnesses present and nobody knows about this.
When the Prophet, he kept a secret from some of his wives. Some scholars, I'm not going to go into detail, but some scholars actually connect this with an incident with Maria the Copt. Lying is not allowed except for three things. One of them is hadith al-rajul limra'ati. That when a man speaks to his wife.
And I take my selfish needs out of it, i.e. me wanting him all to myself. I need to understand.
Look, this woman, she is selfish. She want to take a man for her own. No, she cannot do that. She want to take the whole man for your own. She feel guilty. This woman, she is looking for a husband, so she is hoping somebody will hear this and will take her. She don't want you to take you for your own. She can share. No problem. Don't worry. Just take me for one night, maybe.
That when a man speaks to his wife.
And I take my selfish needs out of it, i.e. me wanting him all to myself. I need to understand them. So I need to sit down and I need to really think about how this is going to affect him.
This is a test to see how Allah is testing her to see how she responds.
Yeah.
And that's, if she decides to do the opposite, which is, throw the divorce card or throw this card, then ultimately.
What a corrupt, stupid cult religion. This woman actually, she said, I understand that Muslim men, they want to have more intimacy. Intimacy? The religion of intimacy? This is what marriage is. There's no marriage. It's just intimacy. It's just sex cult. Filthy, trashy garbage. How that can be godly?